Remembering Pernell Roberts, the charismatic and brooding actor best known for his role as Adam Cartwright on the iconic television series Bonanza, brings with it a wave of nostalgia, but the story of his life ends more heartbreakingly. His death's far more tragic than many fans ever realized. While millions knew him as the dark-haired, intelligent, and idealistic eldest son on the Ponderosa Ranch, few knew the personal demons and quiet sorrows he carried with him beyond the camera lights. Pernell was never truly comfortable in the Hollywood spotlight. Disillusioned with the limitations of network television and frustrated by what he saw as a lack of creative and moral integrity in his character on Bonanza, Roberts shocked the industry by walking away from the show in 1965 at the height of its popularity. Many considered his decision career suicide, but for Pernell, it was a matter of principle. Despite occasional guest roles and later acclaim as the star of Trapper John, M.D., he remained a fiercely private and deeply introspective man, often keeping the world at arm's length. Yet, behind that strong exterior was a heart that endured tremendous pain, especially surrounding the tragic death of his only child, Jonathan Roberts. In a motorcycle accident in 1989, the loss devastated Pernell in ways that words could scarcely capture. Those close to him described a man transformed by grief, more reclusive, more contemplative, and irrevocably wounded. Though he continued to act occasionally and remained committed to social and political causes, the light behind his piercing eyes had dimmed. In his final years, Roberts battled pancreatic cancer, one of the most aggressive and unforgiving forms of the disease. He fought quietly, without fanfare, refusing to make his illness a public spectacle. When he passed away on January 24, 2010, at the age of 81, there was no grand announcement, no media circus, just a quiet, respectful goodbye from those who loved and admired him. But the tragedy of Pernell Roberts isn't just in the illnesses, or the loss. It's in the way a brilliant, principled, and sensitive artist spent much of his life at odds with the world around him, misunderstood, undervalued, and often alienated by an industry that couldn't fully appreciate his depth. He challenged the norms of television before it was popular to do so, stood for civil rights when it was risky, and never compromised his values even when it meant losing roles or being labeled difficult. He was a man decades ahead of his time, and perhaps because of that, he was never fully embraced by the system he helped to shape. Today, when fans look back at Pernell Roberts, they remember the strong, stoic Adam Cartwright, the dedicated Dr. Trapper John, and the commanding presence that he brought to every performance. But behind those roles was a man whose pain, integrity, and tragedy were as compelling as any script. His death, marked by private suffering and public silence, is a somber reminder that even the brightest stars can burn alone and that sometimes the deepest stories remain just beneath the surface, waiting to be remembered not with gossip or spectacle, but with compassion and respect. **